Hey guys, it's Jen. This is another Jen is Zen episode of Reframing Me. In these short bits, I give you something to meditate on or journal about. Today, I'd like you to think about this. We spend a lot of time pushing away things we don't want to feel. It's a waste of energy because they're there anyway. Can you accept these feelings, sit with them, and move through them? The first round of college acceptances came out this week. So I feel like many of you are in a similar boat to me. It's funny when I say that, saying a similar boat. Why do we say that? I mean, we have a boat, so I get it. But more of us have cars or fly on planes. Why don't we say things like, you're on a similar bus as I am? I mean, knowing what I do know about boating and being super unbrave about actually being in the water or getting wet for that matter, for me, a boat, I guess, is a better metaphor anyway. So really, I guess it's appropriate to use here. I guess it means that we're being hit with the same waves, riding the same ups and downs, cruising along, and then some idiot in a much bigger boat feels the need to show how, quote, cool he is as he flies on by, right? Which makes us all hold on to dear life as we get wet. So, okay, boat, we're going with it. Many of you are in a similar boat to me. Even funnier, my digression to discuss boating versus riding in a same bus is actually a fabulous example of the entire point of this prompt and the entire episode. Here I am pushing away what I don't want to think about, don't want to talk about, don't want to feel. Yes, talking to you about the origins of a phrase, we're in the same boat, is a total waste of energy. Okay, the first round of college acceptances came out. As moms, if you have a senior or have had a senior, I am very sure that you know how I feel. If you have younger kids, I'm still fairly certain that you can imagine how I'm feeling. I have been avoiding talking about it and thinking about it. And when I do talk about it, like when he comes in and sits down to talk to me, he'll be on his phone playing a game and then make a comment about next year, which clearly indicates that he wants to talk. I do talk with him. But I can 100% tell you that I am talking on a very surface level, like detached, like how I have always talked to my advisees or my students when they come in to see me. I can tell that I'm consciously not processing that it's actually happening to him or to me or to us. I am pushing this away because I absolutely do not want to feel this at all. I have barely even talked about it here because I really don't want to talk about it. And of course, this is super ironic because it's actually the basis for the entire concept of this podcast, or at least for me starting the podcast. And I don't even want to talk about it here. But if I don't talk about it or even think about it, it's that I don't need to feel it happening, right? I don't need to feel sad. I don't need to feel sad about him leaving for college or anxious about how it will be for him or worried about how my other two will handle it or think about all of the ways that it's going to impact me. He said to me the other day how good I'm handling everything. He gave me a compliment. And I mean, he's right. I really am. Thus far, I have truly been a rock. Now, there are two reasons for that. First, and it's the one that I told him. Well, actually, he kind of mentioned it first because I don't know, maybe I don't remember, but it's my other two. I am so worried about them and how they will handle him being gone. They already are so upset about the mere thought of him leaving. I know I have always been super happy about and proud of how close my three all are. They have always been each other's best friends. They have been each other's entire worlds. And the COVID years only strengthened that. And now being teenagers, it's like they're even more overlapping in friends and in interests. And now I know what this going away to college thing is going to do to that little trio. So I am finding myself in the position of not being allowed to be a hot mess about it myself because they're a mess and someone's got to keep it together. So that means I am handling things well, much better than I think he expected me to. But the second reason is that I'm actually pushing these feelings away. But I know it's a total waste of energy because I am sad. I'm worried. I'm anxious. Honestly, I'm already heartbroken and I'm still months away. But the reality is, it's here. It's happening. He's graduating. He's going away to college. He's breaking up the band. Well, at least the way we have known it to be so far. And it feels awful. But it's how I feel. And ignoring it doesn't make it not so. And every day, both Apple and Facebook, man, they just beat me up with memories, pictures to look at of a different time. And I push them away. I see them pop up and it's like, I cannot turn my eyes away fast enough. It's like when you're busy with a project for work and another email comes in and you're like, nope, not today. I just can't deal with that right now. So you push it away. That's how I feel right now. Not today, Facebook, not today. I've told you that I've practiced yoga for like nearly 30 years now. I've taught yoga, I've owned a yoga studio, and yoga is actually quite a foundational pillar for probably my entire being. The practice teaches so much, and I know that I need to start listening to it here. When you first get into a yoga pose, if you haven't practiced yoga before, okay, when you first get into a yoga pose, it's uncomfortable. It hurts. You get anxious. You kind of just want it to be over even. But if you come out of it, the pose doesn't work. It doesn't do what it's intended to do. And if you fight it, you're just wasting energy. Instead, you need to just sit with the discomfort and work through it. Feel all of the feels. The discomfort passes and you come out on the other side, and you come out a better version of you. Can you sit with yourself for a minute and look at yourself as a witness, an observer? Like you're out on a hike on a beautiful day and you're observing just what's going on there, what's going on inside of you. Look at yourself from that neutral perspective. Is there anything in your life that you're pushing away? Maybe you're like me and you're pushing away the feelings of sadness and worry about your kids growing up and going to college and moving away. Or maybe you're worried that they're not even going to get into college and you don't want to think about how they will handle that. Or maybe they're lost and they don't have a plan, and you know the sleepless nights that will come from the uncertainty of what the future holds for them if you actually let yourself think about it. Many of us get to this point in our lives and we have feelings about our own positions in life that we'd really rather not address, where we're at in our careers, or in our marriages, or in our relationships, or in our bodies. We have thoughts about who we are as mothers, or daughters, or wives, or friends. We have feelings that we would rather just not feel, so we push them away. But we spend so much energy trying to keep them away, and they don't actually go anywhere. There's nowhere for them to go. They're yours. What are you pushing away? Are you worried about putting yourself out into the job market, or taking advantage of an investment opportunity, or letting yourself get involved in a relationship, or starting a fitness journey? So you are using up energy pushing them away. You don't want to feel the uncertainty or the pain or the sadness or the stress or the exhaustion that comes with it. But it's already there. Stop wasting the energy to push it away. So today, can you accept these feelings, sit with them, and move through them, and trust that you'll come out better on the other side? Thank you so much for being here and spending this time with me. I know how valuable your time is, and I am so grateful that you've spent it here. If you've enjoyed the show, please share it with your friends. and maybe even take a second to rate it and review it if you like it. So that's how we can get more attention to our lovely little community here. Please follow the show so that you don't miss out on any new content. Follow me and reach out on socials, on Instagram and TikTok. It's Reframing Me. And on Facebook, it's Reframing Me. And join the Facebook group, Reframing Me, the podcast community. You can email me, jen@reframing-me.com. And thanks again for coming along with me on this journey. Until next time, be well and communicate.